Alright everybody, watch this review here with a look at the Marvel Legends 2-pack Ultimate Nick Fury, Ultimate Captain America, which I guess is the World War II version. Picked these guys up today at Marshall's for 13 bucks on clearance. Great deal. And these are just great looking figures, which I mostly bought the box, of course, for the Ultimate Nick Fury. And Captain America, as I may have mentioned before, I don't have one of yet, just because I guess all the really cool Captain Americas and so forth came earlier on and are just crazy expensive now because I didn't really start collecting until this year, but really excited about this guy. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to review the Nick Fury today, and Captain America will get reviewed at some point, and I'll just reference back to these package shots for anybody who's interested, but let's get started. Alright, so straight out of the box, he's got a pretty heavy odor to him. I don't know if it's the plastic or the paint used, but it smells a bit like cheap liquor, which actually is probably not something I should be saying at all. So just forget I said that. That doesn't really sound right, but all in all, really decent looking sculpt. I love this head right here. I mean, when I was looking at him straight through the box, I was thinking, he looks a bit like Samuel. Emphasis on that L for Samuel Jackson, but no, he doesn't look remotely like him at all once I have him out of the box, but very decent looking head sculpt. I'm super impressed right now. Of course, the res look kind of crappy because the light's bouncing off it, but he comes with 2 pistols, one in his hand, one in the holster over here. No second oh, there's a second holster. Right over here. So I guess his right hand would pull for this holster, his left hand would pull for that holster, maybe. I don't know. The lower torso really reminds me of the Punisher from the Ares wave. It's just a general look at the sculpt. Shoulders have really awful articulation just because you've got the trench coat here and everything, which restricts movement, and then the arm's kind of wonky. In terms of articulation, I don't know if I should just go into articulation or paint job first, but the paint job is basically all solid tones, but there's a lot of texturing with the sculpt. I believe primarily the sculpt, so you can actually see like little seams and stuff for the trench coat and so forth, and good amount of texturing. Not removable, obviously, that I'm aware of, but if somebody's creative enough, I mean, I suppose they could probably pop the shoulders out and take the trench coat off, but wouldn't advise it. I guess without it, it'd still probably look pretty decent, but I mean, this is one wicked looking figure. It just looks absolutely amazing. But in terms of articulation, there's no finger articulation, but it's got like that kind of stretchy thing where you can pop it into the things, you can pop the weapons in, but they have the little rubber band thingies in there, which I'm going to probably leave for the time being until I want to switch out weapons, just because they do a good job keeping them in place. But the wrist will move forward, back, and do a full rotation. You'll notice that he actually has details for like the knuckles and everything there, which is just awesome. Double jointed elbows, but the plastic is kind of bent out. I mean, I've seen this with some of the other 2 packs. I don't know what does it, if it's just really thin plastic or cheap plastic, but it sucks. But other than that, it's pretty decent. Shoulder will swing out better than it will all around, just because the coat is mentioned. Sidearm also comes out from here. Head's got a great amount of articulation. He can look straight up. I mean, look at that. Very few figures can look that straight up. That is impressive. That has impressed me. He's actually got another really quick-ass weapon over here. That looks kind of like a 2-handed weapon. And he's got a upper torso joint, but because of the suspenders and everything here and the trench coat, it's not going to have a ton of articulation. It looks like he has a waist joint, but it doesn't actually work, so it doesn't actually have a waist joint. Leg-wise, it looks like he's got that same joint that I hated. Yeah, he does. You know, where you've actually got to twist this to the front if you want to lean out, or twist it to the side if you want them to stand reasonably well, so I don't like that. I mean, that's the one really big drawback I've had with this figure so far, besides the shoulder problem. Double jointed knee. By the way, the khakis and everything look cool. There you go. And then you have an ankle joint. Well, ankle slash boot. It's a, I guess a recessed peg joint, I'll call it. But yeah, all in all, great looking figure. I mean, the lower body doesn't look as nice as the upper body. I mean, it's got some okay looking patterning for the khakis. Shirt looks pretty decent, although it's got basically the same texturing as the pants, but for some reason the pants' texturing kind of like fades out over here. Like, it's really visible in terms of the lines here, then it just gets less visible as it goes down. Okay, belts look, suspenders, or whatever you call this little holster thingy up here, looks really awesome. So let me see if you can see the rest of it from behind. No, it just goes around the back. He's got little pouches and stuff over here for additional detail, and of course the trench coat looks really sick. All in all, you know, this is a great looking figure. Just the articulations just kind of sucks. But, you know, I'm really happy I got this one, so... Yeah, I can't get the shoulder to go right now, but... Yeah, all in all, great figure. I would recommend this 2-pack so far, but I haven't actually taken a peek at the Captain America yet, so... I'll hold off on that judgment. But yeah, until next time, folks.